In this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 best books for learning about money. So if you want to improve your financial knowledge and literacy, then this video and these books are for you. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ewan, and on this channel we talk about personal finance and investing. So if that's something that tickles your fancy, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So these are all books that I have actually read. Well, when I say read, I actually listened to them. So all these books I listen to on Audible to help try and improve my financial literacy. The reason I started listening to these books was back when I started working a couple of years ago. Me and my girlfriend had just moved into a new flat and we started earning money with a new job, and it was hard to make ends meet. So I decided I needed to improve my financial literacy so that I could get ahead of the game and improve the situation that I was in. So if you're in a similar situation and you want to improve your financial literacy, then hopefully this video will give you an overview of the 5 best books for learning about money. The first couple of books are pretty much for beginners. So I'd say if you've had no education on money or no education on finances at all, then this is a great place to start. And even if you have had a little bit, it is a good place to start because you can still learn a lot from them. The first book is called A Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. If you don't know who Dave Ramsey is, he is basically the Martin Lewis of America, in my opinion. But with the added twist that he is Southern American, bit of a twang to his voice, and he's a bit more aggressive in his delivery of telling you sort of what to do, get out of debt, and
when you give your income away, you have given up your economic future.
Things like that. If you haven't seen him, go search up Dave Ramsey rant and you might enjoy some of them. They're quite funny. Anyway, let's get on to the book. The biggest thing that Dave Ramsey talks about in this book and preaches is no debt, and no debt. He himself doesn't actually have a mortgage. He is so against debt that he doesn't even carry a mortgage. So fair play to him. But he does understand that mortgages for some people are a lot better options. But he does urge people to use his snowball method to wipe and eliminate all debt, all credit card debt, and then focus on the mortgage. Alongside wiping your mortgage out, he then focuses on building a huge nest egg, as he would say, because then you can retire with some dignity and a fair bit of money in your pocket. I think this is a very solid foundational book, and I think everyone should read it because if you are in debt at the moment, it is very helpful to get out of debt. And then also there is a lot of other things that could be considered and money mindset things that would definitely help out. So has anyone read this? If you have, let me know in the comments, what did you think? The second book is I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. I Will Teach You to Be Rich is another great foundational book because it is basically a step-by-step starter guide to improving your money, improving what you spend your money on, and your overall money mindset. Ramit himself is a bit of an out-of-the-box thinker and slightly different to the normal personal finance people that you find on the internet. I'd actually say he was maybe the antichrist to Graham Stephan, who is a big YouTuber on this platform talking about personal finance. The main thing I took from this book is that you should spend your money on the things that you love. So whether that be takeaway coffee, which would not be Graham Stephan's preference, or for me, travel, exercise, whatever, you spend your money on what you love and then you avoid spending stuff on the stuff that you don't. Obviously there's a limit to that, so you have to pay rent and you have to pay certain things. But if you're just spending money on stuff that you don't really need and it's not really adding that much value to your life, then cut it off at the source, and then you have a rich life because you're spending all your money on stuff that you love. So the return on investment in that, in terms of happiness, is really, really good. And personally, I'd recommend this book to anyone because it does have a lot of vital information and a lot of hacks that you can save money and make a lot more money and things like that, which will lead to having a rich life. So if you're like me and you don't fancy reading the book and you prefer listening to it, then there is actually a link to Audible down in the description, which will give you the free audiobook. So you can take any of these out the list and listen to it for free, and you'll get 30 days of Audible for free. And there'll be a slight kickback, so I get £5 for everyone who signs up. So feel free to sign up and get your free audiobook. It costs you nothing, but it does help the channel out, so up to you. The next couple of books I would say are sort of the intermediate level and the next level that you go up after reading one of these 2 sort of starter books. So the next one is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book was actually given to me by my dad and I read it a long time ago, and then I also listened to it fairly recently. This book is about investing in assets and assets that actually pay you. So instead of working for your money is working for you. It might sound very basic, but it does cover a lot more than that. I'm just dumbing it down so that it's quick in this video, but the story goes through Robert's early life where he has a rich dad and a poor dad, and he learns off both of them what to do and what not to do. And it certainly had an impact on me when choosing what investments and assets to invest into, so hopefully it will have the same effect for you. The main takeaway from this book is that rich people buy assets and poor/middle class people buy liabilities that they think are assets. And I think this is really important because a lot of people think that buying a house that you live in is an asset. But according to Kiyosaki's definition of an asset is something that puts money into your pocket, and a liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. So the house that you live in is not an asset unless you rent out one of the rooms or Airbnb it, or just rent out the whole thing. And for me, I totally agree. It's a quality book and I definitely recommend it. The next book is Retire, inspired by Chris Hogan, who is Hulk Hogan's brother. I just want to put a disclaimer on this book because if you are listening to it especially, I would not listen to it while you're driving because his voice is so soothing, it's so rich, so nice that you might fall asleep. You might be so calm that you just go. Not because it's boring, just because his voice is different. He built different. I'll show you.
Chapter 2, Dreaming in High Definition. Know your RIQ. When my friends from Texas came to see me for a counseling session, they began by telling me that they had a little problem with their dream.
That's mad, isn't it? Don't Hogan and drive. So you might be thinking, Ewan, why would I need to read this? It's about retirement. I'm 25 years old and retirement is around 40 years away. So I don't want to think about it because I've got a long road ahead while I'm working, blah, blah, blah. But that is the wrong mindset. The book actually has this quote on the front. Retirement is not an age. Retirement is a number. This is obviously a really strong statement and I truly believe in it because it is very powerful and it does definitely change your mindset from thinking, oh, 65 is the age of retirement, so I'll retire when I'm 65. Well, no, don't think about it like that. The earlier that you think about retirement, the earlier you can actually retire or even become financially independent, which is sort of best of both worlds. Main takeaway I got from this is that you have to start with the end in mind. So you have to start thinking about your plan now so that you can achieve the plan down the line. You have to align all of your beliefs and all of your values towards this goal and everything will go towards it. And that goal should help you keep focused and keep your eyes on the prize and down the line enjoy a very, very fruitful retirement. I had the same mindset when I read it to start with. Why do I need to think about retirement? But when I read it, I was like, actually, I should have thought about it 3 or 4 years ago when I could have made a bigger dent into the compound interest and the snowball of everything. So errors have been made. The last one is a bit more advanced and it will definitely take you on a different path to some of these other books. This book is The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss is slightly different and has the potential for you to be like, damn son, I need to think about doing something different. That was my Dave Ramsey impression, sort of Southern American. But anyway, the one sentence summary for this book is that it is a step-by-step book in order to help you remove the shackles from your corporate job and create and fund a lifestyle of your dreams, along with living like a millionaire, even if you're not. The book inspired me to change my life and inspired me to start this YouTube channel and all the other various platforms that I'm on and create a life and lifestyle which I want. So I can live wherever I want, I can do whatever I want, and just follow the dreams that I want to do and the places I want to be and see and eat and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, it's not a quick process and it will take time, but it definitely is a good book to inspire you because it inspired me, and you never know, you might have an epiphany and you might realize that what you're doing now needs to change, and this is a helpful guide into basically choosing something that will be more fulfilling and give you the funding to do whatever you want. Main 3 things from this book are: be effective, not efficient, validate all of your business ideas, charge a premium to make your life easier. Obviously the last one is really important, but they all do work in tandem. Anyway, that's it from me. That has been the 5 best books for learning about money, and hopefully in the right order as well. Anyway, I just want to say thanks for watching. If you have liked this, then give it a like. Comment down below which is your favourite, if you've read any of them, and which ones you're going to read. And make sure you subscribe, because I'm trying to hit 10k by the end of the year, which is definitely not going to happen anymore. But it was a good goal to try and attempt. So you never know. And don't forget to enter the £100 giveaway, which I'm doing. All you have to do is donate at least £5 to my Movember thing. The link will be in the description. And all there's left to say is, I'm not a millionaire, but I'm trying to help you become one. So, peace. In the car, because his voice, oh my god. The first couple of books I would say are beginner books, and the first couple of books are for beginners. So if you have no sort of financial literacy, the